tapping therapy. Does it work? You may have heard of EFT before, and this emotional freedom technique, EFT introduction, will show you exactly how EFT does work, and it will hopefully prove to you that it can make a big difference in your pain. After watching this EFT video, you should understand the connection between body and mind, and hopefully you'll have no doubt as to its effectiveness. And you also get to see sort of the stages that a person goes through when they are exploring physical pain. I have personally helped so many people with their pain, including headaches, backaches, shoulder ache, not to mention emotional issues like anxiety, anger, childhood trauma. And they always say the same thing at the end, that it feels like a miracle to them how much progress they just made on this. Even if they've been in therapy for a long time, this often is what makes the difference. So in the video that you're about to see, my friend Sarah has a headache that is intensity of 8 out of 10, and she's had it on and off for about a month. And we've just done the setup statement, and when the video starts, you'll get to see how she is dealing with the pain and struggling. We just are giving voice to what she's going through while we do the tapping points. Let's just start at the top of the head. I feel a little pain in my left eye socket.
I feel a little pain in my left eye socket.
I feel a little pain in my left eye socket.
I feel a little pain in my left eye socket.
Like the headache is listening.
Like the headache is listening.
It's coming up to prove itself.
It's coming up to prove itself.
The headache is listening.
The headache is listening.
I feel a hinting at the pain.
I feel a hinting at the pain.
A hinting around my left eye.
A hinting around my left eye.
The headache is coming to prove itself.
The headache is coming to prove itself.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
I can feel it around my left eye socket.
Do you want to say what's happening now?
Yeah, just kind of, it's just jabbing at me right here behind the
while you're talking.
Okay, it's just hurting here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So just
yeah, and it's a scary feeling because I'm like, here we go again. I sort of want to run for the medicine.
Yeah. Okay. So the headache is jabbing at my left eye.
The headache is jabbing at my left eye.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. And while I'm tapping, I'm thinking, I'm having this thought, I need to take a week. I need to take a week off. I don't know why, but just the thought keeps coming up. Like, I need to take time off. I need to take time off. I don't know from what.
I need some time off.
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 I need to take a week off.
Yeah, this is bringing up some emotional feelings. So I don't know why, but I need to take a week off.
Okay. Just stay with those feelings.
Yeah.
Push that feeling away. Don't analyze it. Just let it come up.
I just want to I just need to rest.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to work through this pain, like to have pain and then to keep working and keep thinking and keep doing. It's sort of feels very hard to keep going with this pain. Like, it's like being sick and then you still have to do everything that you do. I don't feel like I can take any time off. I don't feel allowed to, because what the headache has done too is it's made it hard to communicate, hard to part of one of my jobs is I have to think about a lot of technical stuff, and sometimes I just can't wrap my head around it. And this headache makes it 3 times, 5 times as difficult. So I feel like but I feel like I can't stop, because that feeling of confusion and not knowing is so scary to me. It's almost like I need to prove to myself I don't have Alzheimer's or some dementia, you know? So then I have to just try to think my way through it, and then I can't. And the thinking, I mean, you can even see when I make that face, it's like that's where the pain is. Yeah.
Okay, just try to stay emotionally where you are right now.
It's like I want to say I can't keep this all in my head.
Mm, you can't
Like
keep
I'm
it
like
all
the
in your head.
headache is an attempt to keep it all in my head.
I can't keep this 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 all in my head. And I feel angry that I have to keep this all in my head.
I feel angry. I have to keep this all in my head.
I feel angry that I have to keep this all in my head.
All this anger.
All this anger feels like it's like exploding my head.
Anger feels like it's exploding my head.
This anger just feels like it's exploding my head.
This anger feels like it's exploding my head.
This anger feels like it's exploding my head.
Try to stay with that feeling of anger. This anger feels like it's exploding my head.
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 I can't take time off.
I can't take time off. I just want to be a kid again. I had this image of a tree that was in the first house I was born in, and it was like a magnolia tree, and I just had this image of the tree in the springtime all in bloom, and it was a nice feeling, but it was also a feeling of wanting to be a kid.
So let's stay with that magnolia tree in bloom. See if you can bring it from your head down into your heart. See if you can just give your head a break for a minute. Just let those feelings come down into your heart. Staying with the magnolia tree in bloom.
Yeah, there are a lot of white flowers, so maybe it's a cherry blossom. Just the simplicity and the beauty of the clean spring.
Okay. So still try to bring that down into your heart because you're still a bit in your head. Just let go of the conceptual, let go of the descriptions. You can
Yeah.
close your eyes if you need to for a minute and just bring that clean, that simplicity, that freedom, the ease of being a child. Just try to bring that into your heart. Don't worry about thinking. Don't worry about tapping in the right place. Just see if you can bring that down into your heart for a minute. Freedom of being a child, not having to work. What's going on now? Do you feel like you can focus on that a little?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm imagining things, but my head feels better. Just something like all the tightness or the squeezed feeling is a little bit less. Whew. And I feel this sense of relief, like release, suddenly, like a feeling of like anxiety leaving. And I'm not like, oh, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm always baffled by this because it's just so kind of miraculous. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see if we can stay with that feeling of release. Right.
It's almost like, oh, I just want to be a kid. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay with that feeling of release if you can.
I can hear a voice kind of saying, but you can't.
Mm.
But I also know that's totally not true. It's kind of like, no, that's not true. You can.
Mm.
I just did. I looked out the window and saw a cherry blossom.
Mm.
This is probably all connected to my mom's death.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Maybe I just need to cry more about it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all stuck in my head.
Yeah. Just stay with whatever feelings you're having now. Just let yourself process.
Yeah.
It's okay to want to be a kid again. It's okay to want to spend time with mom again. It's okay to need a rest. It's okay to have rest. It's safe to release things. You're in a safe place. All this stuckness moving out of the head, moving down, all this energy.
Yeah.
Letting the heart open up and feel. What's going on now?
I just feel a lot better.
What word or description do you think you could give this feeling? Is it still like a release or allowed to rest?
I feel like the presence of like a loving energy, like mom energy. Um, yeah, so I'm a Buddhist, and there is a Buddha or a goddess called Tara, and it feels like she's there. Like there's a presence of female mom energy. So it feels nice.
Good, good. Okay, so try to just stay with that. Don't analyze. Just enjoy this mom energy. Enjoy this feeling of love and nurturing. Everything is accepted and acceptable. We can let go of expectations of ourselves. Just let ourselves feel loved. Just enjoy this mom energy, this nurturing love. This Tara energy. All this love.
All this love.
My heart is full of love.
My heart is full of love.
All this love.
All this love.
Cherry blossoms in childhood.
Cherry blossoms in childhood.
All this love.
All this love.
My heart and my body are filling with love.
My heart and my body are filling with love.
My heart is full of love.
My heart is full of love.
Love all around me.
Love all around me.
All this mom love.
All this mom love.
Mom love all around me.
All this mom love all around me.
Like cherry blossoms in childhood.
Cherry blossoms in childhood.
Letting my heart open up.
Letting my heart open up.
Letting my head a rest.
Giving my head a rest.
Should we just pause there for a second?
It just strikes me that even if it is, like, even if something is wrong and it is caused by COVID or dehydration or hormonal stuff, even if it is, there's still an emotional component. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be either or.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always going to be our reaction to it. And all the fears and emotions that we've had about so many other experiences in our past, they all play into that.
I think because of the confusion that I feel around health stuff. I mean, health stuff is confusing.
Yeah.
We live in a world where it's like all this Western, should I take medications? Should I do an alternative thing? Like, do I take herbs? Do I do acupuncture? Like, it's so confusing. And then we don't even know what it is we're treating, actually, half the time. And wouldn't it be amazing if we could just be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when there's pain, it's almost like the pain is warning you. You feel like it's telling you something and you have to act.
Yeah. And we so often just don't feel like we have time, or that we don't know how to really look at what's going on with us. And it's so helpful to have another person there too, because when you're alone and you're in pain, you just need it to be over. It's, you have to really have a lot of courage to sit and take that time to really look inside and, see if you can explore what's going on.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, what's the feeling around your left eye?
It doesn't hurt. It's weird. It was kind of like all this pain, like on my brow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt. It just feels, I mean, it still feels like there's something blocked a little bit, like sinus maybe, but it doesn't feel like that pain. It doesn't feel like that. I mean, it's so bad that it makes me nauseous,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and dizzy
Yeah.
when I mean, before when it was just hinting here, that's always the precursor of then the the worst pain, and
Yeah.
it didn't graduate to that.
It's nice when the precursor that you're sure is going to lead to something else. So
That,
nice when it doesn't follow that pattern, because it's like, maybe that's not a definite connection. Maybe A doesn't always lead to B. Maybe sometimes it leads to release.
guess it's very clear to me that just feeling a little brighter, like a little bit better, because probably this is connected to my mom's death. This is connected to grieving her. This is connected to childhood stuff, wanting to be a child, wanting to be her child again, that it just relieved a lot of the pressure,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's not like it's completely gone, but the pain is gone for sure.
Right. Okay. So let's see if we can just get rid of that any remaining blocks of tension or tightness. Can you put a number on that sensation
Yeah.
and intensity?
It's
0 to 10?
um, it's only like a 4, probably.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more round. Even though I have some remaining tension and tightness
Even though I have some remaining tension and tightness
around the left side of my face,
around the left side of my face,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I have some remaining tension and tightness
Even though I have some remaining tension and tightness
around the left side of my face,
around the left side of my face,
some remaining blocks.
some remaining blocks.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have some remaining tension and tightness,
Even though I have some remaining tension and tightness,
and I do want to be a child again.
and I do want to be a child again.
That was so relaxing.
That was so relaxing.
Such a nice release.
Such a nice release.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Start at the top of the head. This remaining tension on my left side.
This remaining tension on my left side.
Just some tension and tightness.
Just some tension and tightness.
This tension and tightness.
This tension and tightness.
Some tension and tightness on my left side.
Some tension and tightness on my left side.
Left side of my face.
Left side of my face.
This remaining tension and tightness
This remaining tension and tightness
on the left side of my face.
on the left side of my face.
This remaining tension and tightness
This remaining tension and tightness
on the left side of my face.
on the left side of my face.
This remaining tension and tightness.
This remaining tension and tightness.
Let's pause there. Deep breath.
I swear this stuff it does feel like very mysteriously. It definitely feels less than a 4. I don't know why or how. It just, it doesn't, now it just feels a little bit like there might be some congestion.
Okay, great. Great. So maybe if that comes up again, you can just maybe you can just do a round of tapping on I need to take some time off. I need a break. I want to be a kid again. I want to be with my mom. I want to be with cherry blossoms. And just let yourself bathe in that, because I think, you could do that in 10 minutes and really surround yourself with all of that mom love and the Tara love. And I think that would really do the trick for you.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll stop there. Thank you
Okay.
so much,
Thank
Sarah.
you so much, Heather.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we could make a little difference for your headache
Really,
and your
thank you so much. I feel
anxiety.
so much better.
Good, good. You're so welcome.